cameras on?
Yeah.
What's the view?
You'll see in a second.
There's no my butt is out.
Huh?
There's no my butt is out.
It's nowhere near that. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to do this another way, because my phone does not allow me to view these messages. Use your passkey, yeah, hell yeah. Okay. I don't know how to. Hold on, let me go see my YouTube. Maybe it's gonna pop up here and then
Okay, one second.
what does it say? Warning, the stream is what? Warning, the stream is what? Is lower than we recommend that you use a stream bit rate of 6800. Well, from now I'll worry about that later. Does the shit move? Yeah, it does. Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
Do me a favor and subscribe. I want to see if my subscriber goal and the new sub thing works. You already clicked subscribe?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I can hear everything.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we already had the storms come through here about 2 hours ago, so hopefully I'm in the clear from that.
Fox Hunter's just making up imaginary storms.
Stealth storms. Can't see him on radar.
I gotta finish my beer before the power goes out. Oh, we don't have anything down here, luckily. Got a little bit of a break. All right, obvious day shift. Oh, shit. 8. All right, I'll be back.
Promises, promises.
Right. Back.
Yeah, you didn't miss nothing.
All right, I'm back. Any questions so far? Got a couple more people in here. Crowbot. Crowbot, you have dirt road warthogs, and then you have backups a little bit further away at an actual airfield.
That's cool.
I have you guys you guys, and just you, your original flights at Coast on the dirt runway.
Okay.
So if it doesn't work, you have backups at Kabul. I put in some kind of extra targets just for the A-10s, like north and south of the AO, the very ends. They'll be marked on the map in red, like the area, the little villages that you can go look at if you are not having a whole lot of action with the helicopters. So, got those in there.
If anyone actually joins, feel free to interact with them.
We'll start getting...
Because I'm going to have to figure out how to do the whole thing where I could maybe even see them messaging on the VR headset.
The what?
I'm not even sure if that's like possible.
Wait, what? I heard...
I can hear you.
Oh, shit. I was talking to my girl. Subtext.
Oh, okay. I was like, hey, what do you know how to do?
I was trying to throw on a stream real quick for YouTube. Oh, by the way,
Can all the Hornets air-to-air refuel?
Not a great time to bring that up.
air-to-air refuel. Well, I did it like twice.
Okay. Well, y'all got a long flight. You're getting a very long flight.
Well, it's gonna be an interesting thing to watch. Then don't worry about it.
There is a divert base, just in case. There's a backup flight as well, dynamically, at that base. So, but all of the Hornets are on a deep strike with a tanker and a B-52. So, should be fun. But if I can learn how to tank a Viper, anybody can learn how to tank. I'll admit it now. But,
yeah, it just requires a lot of patience and not being stressed out.
Honestly, I'll tell you this. I feel like hitting the basket is harder than, like, initially entering the basket is a lot harder than getting in position and getting the boom.
Wait,
Like
what?
the boom, I could just pop under the plane, and if I just hold my position, they put the fucking boom in my fucking hole, as bad as that sounds. I don't have to do anything.
Fair.
Just sit there. Otang, I was going over this with Razor. This is a sit in the front seat and let George hover you over the airfield kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be doing VBID events. So we'll each have a waypoint to auto acquisition to and look at. And we're going to be searching for VBIDs that are trying to make their way onto the heliport base. And if we hit them, they're a little spicy. If they get to the front gates and get shot by the gate guards or make it into close enough to the gate and detonate, then we're probably going to die.
We're going to die or they're going to die?
Well, both.
So if the gate blows...
Damn, if I do that, then I won't be able to.
And driving towards the port, and if they make it to the gate, they'll detonate.
So,
but also too, if they get
I think
damaged,
now they won't be able.
They're gonna detonate.
Now they won't be
kinda
able
one
to
of
hear me
those,
on
like
Discord.
If you see one and one of the Hueys is flying within 500 yards of it, and you shoot it and smoke the B-bid.
No, you can hear me talking to Mike. That's my intent. You'll hear them talk, but they won't hear me talk to my stream
But it's daytime
until I'm in the actual game and I'm using the SRS module.
Shark and then the 3 Apaches all being one. We're all gonna just hover over the airfield and we're gonna sit in the front.
No, they
seat.
could,
I'll
because
give
I
you
didn't
guys a
mute my mic.
waypoint each to look at and watch, and you're just going to scan for V bids that are making their way. And I'll be honest with you, they're daisy chained. So like when you
Or at
when
least
you
I think
source
so.
your tads over to your waypoint,
We'll
you're
see.
probably going to see one, and then when you blow it up, it's going to start the daisy chain of units that will spawn in random places. They'll still kind of pass near that waypoint, but you'll start the daisy chain at that point. So when one blows up, the next one spawns in.
It's triggered when it blows up. Okay.
Yes. And then when if your section is clear, if everything works, we should get a message, north road clear, or south road clear, mid road clear. And so while we're defending the base, the Hueys are going to be going to 3 different FARPs and picking up and bringing troops back to the airfield. But there's also bad guys spread out the valley, right? So it's not just clean run. We'll have one.
Wait, you want me to get in the front seat?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Are Apaches?
I'm just messing with you. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. I was like, wait.
Front seat? Yeah.
I mean, you can ride with the. It's just one of those things where we're just not using George to send Hellfires at stuff we can't see. It's kind of specifically made to sit in the front seat, relax, and try and kill shit.
Relax.
Yeah.
Core
If you-
grinds.
If you don't want to sit in the front seat and shoot the V-bibs, you can fly along with the Hueys, but just keep in mind, you look down, you gun one of those V-bibs, you're probably going to get smoked and smoke your wingman. But everything's very short range. It's very close. It's not long flights for the Hueys and stuff. I'll have a Chinook available. Like I said, I'm using CTLD for the first time. I implemented the scripts as they should be, so everything should work, but who knows? So, yeah. Crowbot, I just want you'll have waypoints on all the FARPs and the heliport, and you can kind of just fly overhead, and I really don't know what type of ordnance. I would say laser rockets and JDAMs, possibly.
How would you like to suck my balls?
Or cluster bombs, maybe. But so like you'll have 2 points of interest that are outside of our AO, like they're just north and south. Like I said earlier, they're marked on the map, and you'll have a couple of villages for backup targets. Like if stuff isn't going well with us and the V bids, and like we're not getting you targets to kill, which I don't mind lasing stuff either. Like, hey, I got a V-bid, he's 5 clicks out, lasing, you want to pick it up and kill it, I'll try and work with you and get you some action. But if we start having issues where you're just flying and not getting to kill anything, I have 2 marked areas, north and south. It's 2 villages. It's there's a couple platoons of armor and stuff there, tanks, if you want to work on those if the action kind of slacks. Let's see. So it looks like everybody's back. I was just waiting on Gadget and Victor to get back. Victor, you good? Turd, I don't know if you saw, but it's a sunrise mission, and I've got black.
I saw, and you've got
Okay.
tiburones in there.
Yeah. So, but
For
like I
Mother
was saying,
Russia.
it's the Black Sharks and the Apaches. It's a hover over the base and shoot missiles at moving targets deal. So, if everybody, hold on, my DCS never started up. Okay. My DCS has been on the anniversary screen this whole time.
I haven't even loaded mine yet.
Snap,
Yo,
what you flying?
I was gonna fly an F-18 Hornet tonight.
Okay, I got Hornets available.
I didn't know
Okay.
what the mission op would be, but
So it's a deep strike following a B-52 and a tanker into the AO. Tanker will break off. B-52 is going to drop bombs on a target, and then you guys will have like 25 targets for 6 to 7 Hornets to individually kill. 500-pound bombs are perfectly fine.
copy that.
All right, I just gotta try and get my DCS back up. I changed it back to VR and restarted, and it just was sitting on the loading screen, or not even the loading screen, just the.
So on your desktop, there's that icon. It's orange. It says DCS. If you double click that, that might help you.
Yeah, that's I did that, and then it was the process after that didn't work.
Oh, well, I can't help you if you can't handle processes.
All right, well, Striper Man's not here tonight, so I shouldn't get friendly fired.
Well, I can sit your ass down if you want. Fuck.
So
You're never gonna
not
let him
only
live that down, are you?
no, because he did it again last night. He shot me with the fucking
Yes,
radar
he did.
hellfire. Wednesday night. Wednesday night he plowed me with the fucking radar hellfire and another Apache.
All I heard was Striper Man plowed you last night.
Yeah, jealous.
A little bit. A little
He's
bit.
got
I hear
the-
he stretch like nobody. And he's a doctor, so he can
Hey,
probably
well,
find
that's
that
what I was
anal
gonna
deep
say.
spot.
He's got the doctor money, and he knows how to. He's not a proctologist, but he's got the fingers of one.
Yeah, he's got
He's got the doctor long fingers.
I got smooth hands.
He's got a birdie
Worst
mouth.
dentist ever.
Worst dentist ever.
Open wide.
All right, so guys, you guys can start spawning in. Password is day, all caps should be. I think
Day?
day.
Oh, day.
Bingo.
Dayo.
Bingo.
Hey.
Dayo. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Let's see.
Texas only comes with a. No.
I'm streaming.
Oh, sweet.
Are we getting on the server yet?
We're logging in now, but don't take off. Everybody just.
Oh, what's the
settle in.
Password.
Day, DAY.
Hey.
Dale.
You guys,
That's what
do you guys
were
like
thinking.
Andor?
No, I couldn't get into it.
I watched the first season.
I've watched the first season. I'm going to watch the second season when I get time.
Well, the second season, the first one, they
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh no, it's just funny. There's this scene where they ask for the password, and then I just started cracking up. Like, yeah, right.
Hey, Texas, for next Friday night, can we travel to the moon of Endor and shoot little Ewok fuzzy things?
Yes, that's going to be a cow hunt that Snapshot comes up with.
Well, cows aren't the same as little fuzzy Ewoks.
Germany
Why don't
map. We just
imprison
gotta.
one?
We just gotta
Isn't-
find the.
Isn't there a cow skin so you can change it to a Ewok?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to
All
set
right,
a date for
gentlemen.
that cow hunt.
Everybody start getting signed or logged in. Get your comms going. All the comms should be set. Helicopters, Crowbot will all be on 225. Victor, I think I got you and Crowbot on 31 FM. And then everybody else, like, we have 30 FM available for everybody, but we'll probably do 225 UHF for main comms for all the helos and Warthog. And then if Kiowa Scout and Warthog want to talk solo, they'll have 31 FM. Let's see. But start hopping in.
I might be in trouble here.
Uh-oh.
Is everybody's SRS working?
Be sure you get a
Okay.
DNA test.
Well, I
This is
switched.
true. Seems like
I
any
switched
people-
back to my G2, and it's not. It's not working.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Out.
Nice.
That birds.
That was
Birds
Fox.
is here.
That was Fox
Oh.
again.
Damn. I smelled that from here.
So, like I said, Navy flight, you guys are all on your own comms. Your main UHF radio is programmed to the tanker and your AWACS. You have an AWACS out there. That should already be done for you. Birds and the seed guys. And let's see, is Gunrod in here? Gunrod did not make it. I'm
Do you
glad
think-
I. s-
Do you suggest all Hellfires for the Apaches?
Yes, I'm gonna be running all. I'm running all radar Hellfires for myself. So that's the thing is the Apaches got to stay over the airfield. You really need to sit in the front seat and let George hover you and just work the TADs, or you're more than likely going to get blown up. So you guys can take whatever Hellfires you want. Well, I'm going to be on 1788, but I'm going to just take radars because I got tired of fucking with the lasers because they quit fucking tracking. These are moving targets for the most part.
Would the radar will hold lock on those? I haven't used it.
Yes. Now, like if you aim for the cargo truck in the middle, it might hit the technical or the vehicle behind it, but that's still going to be enough to detonate them. So Apaches and the one lone Russian Black Shark, when you find your VBID little convoys, it's going to be 3 vehicles. You want to shoot the cargo vehicle. That's the important one.
Catch a loud and clear.
Hit that. You should blow up the IED. If they make it to the airfield and make it to the gate and get shot or make it in
It's gone.
and detonate, or they get shot, they're going to detonate too. So like you see the fucking Max Pros underneath us at the gate start shooting off rounds, you might want to ditch and head away from them. just saying.
Snapshot, come check 305.
225.
Loud and clear.
Yes.
I just crashed. Bitch.
That's alright, we got a minute. So, naval flight, your tanker and your buff are going to be orbiting off the coast, waiting for you guys. So, I'll go ahead and go over the naval strike while you guys are checking in. It's pretty simple. So, Navy guys, the Hornets are going to take off. When you launch off the carrier, just go ahead and head out to the tanker and meet up with the buff and the tanker. And they're going to be doing a orbit out there off the coast here in a minute. They're going to reach their first waypoint. That tanker's going to go into an orbit around it, and the buff is going to hang out. So you guys can all, when you launch, just go ahead and head up to the tanker and hang out, get with it. And then once everybody's up and everybody's good, one of the lead flight Hornets, like Hornet Flight, not Hornet Flight 1, but Hornet Flight, will have a / comms menu option that's called Tanker Outbound. Guys, please don't go and hit those buttons already. So once everybody's at the tanker, when you click on Tanker Outbound, the tanker will head inland. The buff will probably swap and form up on the left side of the tanker, and you guys are going to fly in to waypoint. You see waypoint 2 where the E2 is. Once y'all get there, the tanker will brake to the right and go into a holding pattern out there. The buff will brake left, and it's going to head to Nimroz. The buff will drop bombs on Nimroz, on some targets there, and then it's going to cut left. The buff will then head back over to the tanker and stage. All of y'all's targets are going to be up there in MQ, up there north of Nimroz. So you guys have a bunch of bunkers. Some of them are armed with some people, but 500-pound bombs will do just fine. They are set to detonate because they're high explosive bunkers. So 500-pounders will do the trick. You guys have 25 targets provided for, should be about 6 or 7 Hornets. So divvy them up, flight leads. You can do a flight lead, and then you can do a co-captain or something, since there's almost 2 full flights. But you guys, if once you get on SRS before you leave the boat, or even in flight, you guys can divvy up. You have, what is it? You're like 344 miles from, let's see. You're like 400 something miles from your AO. So you have time on your flight. If you need to know waypoints, I know I didn't get knee boards, go to the F10 map, click on your unit, click on waypoints at the top. It'll show you what all the waypoints are. I'm trying to get there myself. So for the Hornet flight. So Hornet flight, I think waypoint, somewhere in there. I don't know. Your waypoint 1 is, I think, where the break off is. It should say like bombing run or something like that. Anyways, waypoint 1 is a navigational aid to line you up with the airfield. Then waypoints 2 through 29 are targets. And then if you look, you have waypoint 30 at Dwyer, and that is a divert base. If you need to respawn, there are dynamic spawns at Dwyer for the Hornets. They're set up specifically for the Hornet flight. You'll have your waypoints, and then you just need to make sure you go back and change your comms. Comms do not get saved when I do the dynamic spawn template, so it'll default to 305. Just make sure you get back on 245. You guys don't have to go all the way back to the boat. If you want to, what you'll do is once you guys finish your bombing run, you'll go back and rendezvous with the tanker and the buff. And then under the / menu, you'll see another option that says tanker RTB. The tanker and the buff will fly back out to the coast. Once they get there, the buff will head over to Kandahar, and then the tanker will orbit at the top of NH and go into an orbit while you guys go back to the boat. So if you need to tank on the way back to the boat, you'll have it. If you do not want to go back to the boat, you can just go to Dwyer. It's not a big deal. TACAN 46, do ATC. It's uncontrolled. So any questions on the naval flight? No? Okay.
Any SAMs or air-to-air?
No SAMs, but you do have an AWACS. So that's all I'm going to say.
Roger that.
Yeah, there's no ground SAMs, but if you do run into any enemy air-to-air, it's not going to be probably super heavy. I'm not saying there is. I'm not saying there isn't, but you guys have an AWACS is all I'm saying.
We don't have assigned cap, so if we want to do cap, we'll have to assign ourselves as cap, one of us or two of us.
Everybody should protect themselves at all times tonight.
All right.
So yeah, we don't have assigned cap. So make sure you have air-to-air missiles with you.
Y'all say hi to Hawkeye for me.
Okay. I think Crowbot and the Helos are the only ones that probably won't have any air-to-air threats. I just can't make any promises. Any questions for the naval guys? Copy. Okay. Siege strike guys. Let's see, we got Birds and Ghost. I don't think Gunrod's able to make it. B-Mad is running late. He said he's still coming though. Unless he's here, he's putting the kids to bed. So, Gadget, Fox, you guys can give him the rundown when he gets in.
How many are we supposed to have in total? We have currently on deck 5.
We should have 7 at least.
Okay, so B-Mad is the other person.
Yes. He messaged me at 9:30. He said,
"Is there another person?"
So
he's
let me
number
look.
6, so it's 7.
So we got Snapshot.
Okay, we get it.
We got Fox, Gadget, Charismatic. You got Redwood, and then you should have B-Mad. That should make 7.
We have Knight Rider. Is that charismatic?
I think so. Well, no. Hold on. Let me look at the sign up.
Okay, yeah, it is. You just messaged on this rest. Okay, so Knight Rider's charismatic.
Let's see, no, I think that's it. Oh, Skipper's supposed to be with you guys.
Okay, like that. So B-Mad is Skipper. Alright. We'll wait a little bit and see if B-Mad joins in.
Okay, I texted him the password. Alright, so, let's see. On to Birds and Ghost. Birds, Ghost, you guys have, you have 3 SAM sites. Those SAM sites are protected by ShoreRad. They're waypointed. So, pretty straightforward mission. Once you guys get done with those SAM sites, since Gunrod's not going to make it, if you want to, Waypoints 4 and 5 have bombing targets that you can go bomb. You'll see Russian helicopters, Russian transport planes with some Russians trying to load onto the planes, and then you do have some other helicopters parked about. But you guys, if you get the seed done quickly, which you might, and you want to keep killing stuff, you're more than welcome to go down to Sharana, and waypoints 4 and 5, you'll find you some targets that you can kill. Be careful, that site is protected by AAA. If you're feeling super froggy and you guys want to land at coast, over there where Crowbot's at to rearm refuel, you can. Just remember, it's a short dirt runway. I don't know how the Viper does on it. I've never flown the Viper over there and landed on it, but I tried to take off from it in an A-10 on the laptop, and it didn't die until it went off into the wall, but different story. So you do have an option to go over to coast and rearm refuel. If not, just head back to Kabul.
Anybody on that 30? Fox, you kind of cutting out.
Super simple, straight up.
Yeah, Fox, I get you on 305, but you are cutting out a little bit. It's like you're not miking properly or you're lagging.
So you have an AWACS. You should already be on the AWACS's comms. You guys do ATC on UHF radio, and you're the only ones up there. So, you know, at your discretion. Any questions on the Siege strike flight?
Nope.
Copy. All right. So, all right, we got Crowbot. We got mother-daughter threesome. Jesus Christ.
Who would that be?
Fuck.
You can't just read as you can't read it aloud. You have to read it.
And then NSA are gonna knock on my door tomorrow and be like, sir?
FBI, open up.
Fuck.
I did not say how old the daughter was. Maybe she's 18.
We're gonna 86 the K.
I don't like how you said maybe she's 18.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
you want to be a little more definitive about that.
alright, we got me, Otang, and Razor are gonna be in we're gonna be in Apaches. I've got Beetle and a Huey. I've got Turd and a K50. I think
you gotta use my right name.
Victor's having
We're going to have to take it easy on me, guys. It's been a while since I've been in the Hornet.
Okay.
Two times, Snap. We're not tonight.
So Judge isn't
Fox, it actually sounds like your key button is not keying properly. It's like going, it only sounds like you're keying and unkeying.
Alright, I'm gonna go over this then. Hopefully Judge shows up. Maybe something happened. So Beetle, and my Helo guys, my A10 guys, if you're looking at the F10 map, Beetle, you see north of us, there's a red dotted line, or outline.
Yep.
That's a kind of heavily defended area. You need to fly through there as fast as you can. Fly through there as fast as you can, let your door gunners do their work, and you're gonna go up. You've got 2 FOBs, or FARPs, up north. Straight up the valleys, right on the road, and you're just gonna start picking up troops and bringing them back. If you can load 8 total, I don't think you can though. They're in groups of 4. Like I said earlier, there's one spawned in, one group already, and you'll see where the troops are placed is marked with the red outline or black outline. So don't land there. You need to make sure that you land on the helipad to pick up the troops. So once you go to load them out, they start running onto the pad. They'll trigger the next set, and they'll spawn in on the road. So if they're not all just spawned in, they're immortal. So if you can hit them with the rotors, it won't kill them. Third. So that's it. So you have there's two of them up north, and then that red outline area is dangerous too, between the 2 FARPs. And then you have the southern FARP, and you have a couple of dashed red outlined areas between the southern FARP and us. Those are going to be defended, small arms, technicals. If you see in Crowbot, you see the 2 big red solid circles, north and south. Those are heavily defended with armor. Beetle, if you fly, you have no reason to fly out there. You might, if you fly to the southern FARP, you might want to stay low once you get outside that little red dotted one. When you're approaching the FARP, probably want to stay low. Beetle, if you fly to either of those northern or southern solid circles at the very end, probably gonna die. So like I said, Crowbot, if it's slow action with the helicopters in the middle here around the fob, you are more than welcome to engage targets in those two sections. You don't have to, not a big deal, but I did put those in there strictly for the A-10s. Victor, if you're able to make it, or if anybody else jumps into a Kiowa, your kind of priority is working these dotted zones, north and south of the AO, and looking for insurgents, looking for technicals. If anybody sees moving cargo trucks with technicals, those are more than likely V-bids. If you're close to them, try not to shoot them unless you want to die. So it's a mobile IED. So you know when you fly over the ones that are not mobile and they smoke you from 1,000 feet in the air, these are mobile, so they're moving.
Is that what we're shooting from the attack helicopters?
Yes, I'll get there. Stand by.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Hey, what's the password?
Stand by, threesome. No threesome, that's the password. So just use caution when you're flying north, up and down this valley, north and south. If you see a moving cargo truck with technicals and you're not an Apache or a K-50 or an A-10, you probably don't want to fuck with them. I would fly away from them. Yeah. So there's that. Any questions before I move on to the others?
Just one question from the Hornets. I just want to confirm the amount of waypoints or targets that we have. It's 28, correct?
You have like 30 something. So waypoint 2 through 29 are all target waypoints.
Okay.
And you're looking for little supply bunkers, little concrete square bunkers that are going to be hidden in villages. Some of them might have
I'm
some
trying to think how to.
with
Yeah, I'm trying to think how to divvy it up between us. Or
I just figured like 6 times, like 6 times 4. I tried to plan to get guys at least 2 to 4 targets apiece.
Yeah.
Okay, threesome, Razor, and Otang. I'm gonna take waypoint 1. Razor, I'm gonna have you take waypoint 2. Otang, I'm gonna have you looking at waypoint 3. And Turd, I'm gonna have hold on, scratch that. Distance-wise, Turd, I'm gonna move you to waypoint 2. And then Razor, I'm gonna move you to waypoint 3 since you got a little bit more distance, I think. And then Otang, I'm gonna have you looking at waypoint 4. So guys, you see where the scouts are in front of us, like the MRAPs? I would position where you could see those MRAPs, kind of see the airfield. And all I want to do, guys, we're going to go up above the airfield. We don't have a height restriction. We don't have a ceiling. Just get into a good position where you can get eyes on your waypoints. Once you get eyes on your waypoints, if you see the bad guy there, and I have to tell you this, you should find a bad guy at the waypoint to get things kicked off. Kill bad guy at waypoint, and then monitor that section and those intersections around those waypoints, and we're going to be hunting V-bids that are driving to the base. So, a couple things to keep in mind. If Beetle is flying close to one, you might want to zoom out before you sling a Hellfire. Make sure that nobody's flying over it or close to it. And that's it. So we kill one, you should have another one spawn in, and it's just defend the heliport. Don't let them get close. Try not to leave the airfield and fly out there and then get shot down by small arms fire. This is one of those I'm requesting you guys hop in the front seat, let George hover you, and work the TADs and send the Hellfires. So once we get it all clear, if you kill everything, so we're not just sitting there waiting, you should get it. We all will get a notification, north road clear, northwest or northeast road clear, south road clear. So the clear waypoint 3 and 4 is all one message. I think waypoint 3 and 4 I did them separately. I could be wrong. But anyways, we'll get an all clear sign, then we're like, okay, we're good. If we get all these V-bids knocked out and it's early, we'll start flying up and down the valley, rockets and guns, but I think this will probably take us a while. There's a lot of them. Any questions? No. We should have enough Hellfires. If you take 2 racks of Hellfires, that should be plenty, unless they miss. But that's not the big deal. If you run out of Hellfires, just drop down, rearm, and pop back up, and then just keep scanning. Try and get eyes on. You should be able to see these guys moving through, and we have a little bit of time before they get here. So, like I said, I would stay to where you can see the MRAPs. If the MRAPs that are right here on the outside of the heliport, if they start clacking off rounds, I wouldn't even try to acquire what they're shooting at. I would hop in the back seat and fly west. Fly away from the gate and just run and then circle back around and try and get eyes on. Don't hang out. If you hang out and that thing detonates at the gate, we're probably going to die.
Let's talk of death today, man.
Yeah. Victor, looks like you got in. We're good?
Yeah, so far.
Can I get the password? I'm joining very late.
Yes. And who is it?
Deadshot.
Deadshot. Okay, what are you flying tonight?
I saw that there was an A10 available on the Viper
Yep.
flight, so I can take that out.
Yep, password is day. All caps. D-A-Y.
Jesus Christ, I thought you were going to get a DNA sample before you get the fucking password.
We're doing a DUI testing tonight to see who's able to fly.
Birds, we're fucked.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm out.
Just lost like 3/4 of the group.
To be honest, man, I don't know if I can fly sober. Never done it.
I don't. I'm my gummy's kicking in right now. I'm starting to slow down. Deadshot, kind of went over it. When you get logged in, you're gonna be, or actually, I'll let Crowbot tell you so we can go ahead and get started. Naval guys, you guys are good. You guys can start getting going. Unless I have any other questions, I'm gonna hop on SRS and get started. All right.
So I'm just clearing those the red boxes, right?
So yeah, you want to fly, and I probably would stay on the west side. You're gonna probably want to fly up the west side of that northern box, and you're gonna be looking for small arms fire and technicals that are stationary in that box up there.
Are we on mids? Nope. Are we gonna do Discord, or are we just gonna stay on Discord or 245? 245. Roger.
I hope we stay on 245. I don't remember how to work mids.
How are we divvying these targets up?
We'll do that when we're in flight.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
I think Fox is having issues. You're picking up across the deck with something, Fox. I'm not sure what's going on.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Well, looks like Fox is desyncing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What do we want for loadout?
So, we have quite a lot of targets, but there might be air threats. So I'm taking 4 500-pounder JDAMs plus 4 extra long sticks. So one or two of us, I mean maybe another one or two of us can also take extra long sticks. The rest can take all bombs.
Roger.
And P-Mad, you will be a flight lead or squadron leader tonight?
If I have to, yeah, sure.
Remove the wheel chocks.
Yeah, I just radio stops. Yeah, because I think Fox is desyncing a lot, and his voice is not SOS, so he's the connections. So we'll probably do, if you want to take us out, let me, but we can try and keep it organized. And if you need to, we can maybe break off into, maybe 2 or 3 flights.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
I'm going to salute and see where they take me.
Auto 203. Hornet ball 12.9.
You don't remove the wheel chocks, you just salute, and they'll remove the wheel chocks for you before you taxi. Or if you're shooting off Cat 4.
You get a taxi to Cat 3.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Is Snap flying a Hornet?
Chief, connect ground air supply.
Yeah, I'd like to get back in the saddle every now and then.
I'm trying to find the nose wheel steering.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
It's usually your pinky button on your stick.
Yeah, but I don't have it bound.
Yeah, just leave a salute. And once you salute, the guys on the deck will start directing you.
Was somebody asking for the key for the disengage steering?
Yeah, the button, if you guys can hear me, is undesignate nose wheel steer switch.
That is S, Sam.
Alright, cat number 3 launching.
Yeah, I'm looking for the, turn the steering rate to high.
You just gotta press it again.
Or hold it in if your wings are out.
We just lost Fox Hunter. He just disappeared.
Yeah, seems like his T-Mobile is cutting out.
Yep.
B-Mad, did you get most of the briefing? Do you know what you're doing tonight?
I got none of the briefing. All I got was waypoints 2 to 29 were target waypoints.
Alright, so what we're going to do, so there's a tanker and a B-52 offshore. We're going to rendezvous with them, and then we're going to use the F-10 menu. I'll use the F-10 menu to initiate them going towards waypoint 2, and then we can follow them in and tank if we need to. And then once they get to the AO, they'll start, or the tanker will start doing a racetrack. And then the B-52 bomber will do its bombing run. Once the B-52 is done with its bombing run, we're clear to engage the rest of the waypoints. So I'm going to go to the 25,000 feet and put my tack in for the tanker and meet up with the tanker.
Roger. I'm just lining up behind Cat 2.
The tanker is at Angels 26.
Snapshot everyone.
Looks like the tack in is 2x. So Angel 26, you said, okay. Sounds good, thanks.
Yeah, the tack in for the tanker is 2x. The comms are 245.0 for the tanker.
Redwood, I'm going to try and catch up with you.
Roger that.
Ned, are you still on deck? Are you having issues?
I'm having issues, yeah.
Yeah, Fox just said you might have to respawn because of some issue, probably with the blast doors or something. I don't know.
That's going to be interesting. If they lost that tank in the Hornet.
hate the deck crew.
Yeah, this is sometimes a little buggy. And for the Hornet fight, we're not going to be able to refuel yet, so we'll just stick with them. Once we give the command for them to start their mission, we'll be able to refuel where we should be.
Copy that.
Bina, are you still having issues on deck?
Yeah, I had to reslot again.
Like, what is it doing? Is it just not directing you in this loop?
No, like I go to the first guy, and then he's telling me to go left with him, and I keep going left. He doesn't pass me on to the next guy, and then he gives me a taxi prohibited, and then he just tells me to hold.
Oh, jeez. Try slotting into another slot if there's one available. Like a different position.
B meds airborne.
Alright, awesome. Yeah, burn towards us a little bit, and then once you're close to us, I'll signal the tanker to start us mission.
Hey, Gadget, give us a heads up before you hit that button so we can clear him.
Yeah, copy that.
Thanks.
Alright, so once these, the tanker and the bomber finish their turn and lines up with the waypoint, I'll do the signal.
Roger that, I'm going to back off a little bit.
Well, you have to come to the tanker though, Night Rider, so make a left turn to TAC in 2X. Yeah, so if you check the F10 map, we are to your southwest. Or we can hang around there until we get closer to you. Copy.
Is the tanker gonna follow us all the way to the target?
No, we're gonna follow the tanker up, yeah. He's gonna hit the target. Once he reaches the AO, I think it's waypoint 2 or whatever, he's gonna go into a racetrack.
I looked on the map, the waypoint they're going to go to is waypoint 1, and that's when the Buff will make the B-52 will make its inbound.
Yeah, and then the tanker should do the racetrack, but we should be able to refuel on route as well.
That's Roger.
I'm getting ready to do the signal, so about 10 seconds. Alright, signal's been sent, tanker outbound. Alright, looks like they're straightening out. So gadget state 8.0, so if you guys want to go ahead and start refueling, you get a chance.
Arco 1-1, Uzi 1. Request rejoin.
So once the first guy's hooked up on the left, I think the second guy should be able to call in for the right. Gadget's going left observation. Nice. Don't spoke. Come on, snap. I thought we were going to be a pro at this. It's all in the hips. Right side's open. We would form a rack formation from the tanker. Gadget will take right side slotting in.
Snapshots completed.
Let me go left, Knight Rider. I'm going left. He's not responding on right side. So once I connect on the left, you should move to the right side.
Is left side open?
Left side is just got released. My belly is full. I'm going observation on the right side. Yeah, left side should be good to go for you.
I'm slotted in the left.
Peanut, why didn't you have any bombs on your plane?
Ready, recontact. Report rejoin.
I got bombs.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I just got the bingo warning.
Were you burning it all the way here?
Yeah.
Alright, get your gun full. Rider, just remember to just loosen up a little bit. Small movements with the stick, very, very small movements. Yeah, make sure, do you have curves set for your axis? Curves and the controls? Yeah, I just tap my stick like when I need to go up or down. Otherwise it just does too much.
Return free contact.
What's your first aid right now? Did you get some?
Return free contact. Contact. Ready free contact. You're taking fuel. Return free contact. Ready free contact. Cleared contact.
Hornet flight, I show you got 200 miles to waypoint 1.
Copy, thanks. We have to refuel again. Well, halfway.
Transfer complete. Disconnect.
BMAD transfer complete. Going right.
Sounds good.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
There you go.
Return free contact.
Let's go out again. Let's go out again and release it.
Ready, pre-contact. Return pre-contact.
Yeah, that's what I do as well.
Clear contact.
But don't rush it. We have some time, and if you still can't get it, there's a divert base at waypoint 30 where you can land and refill if you want.
Support rejoin.
Yeah, he moved to the left side. When you go to the left side.
Arco 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 20,300.
You still got 1245.
Yeah, we still need this now.
Copy that. I had control issues.
Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Alright, copy.
Ready, pre-contact. Clear contact.
Just remember, every movement that you put on the stick, there's a delay, so if you need to go left a little bit, then come right back to center, or go right before you get to the point where you actually want to be, because there's a delay in your controls. Ryder, what's your fuel state?
Abort rejoin.
PGS for Gadget.
Uzi, 1. Request rejoin. Uzi, 1. Arco, 1-1. Ready, recontact. 1000 at 300. Ready, recontact. Ready, recontact. Return free contact. Abort rejoin.
Do the call in again. I think that was ended up being my basket.
Ready, recontact. Cleared contact. Arco, 1-1. Uzi, 1. Request rejoin. Uzi, 1. Arco, 1-1. Proceed. Ready, recontact. At 300. Ready, recontact. Ready, recontact. Cleared contact. Contact. You're taking fuel. Return free contact. Contact. You're taking fuel. Transfer complete. Disconnect.
Ryder, do you copy?
Return free contact.
Yeah, she came right hard.
Yeah, he's diverting. So Night Rider, if you want to go divert to waypoint 30 to land a Dwyer to refuel, you need to do that rather, and then the rest of the flight, let's stay with the bomber.
Roger that.
Gadget, what's your speed?
Slowing down right now, I'm caught up to the bomber, currently at Mach .82. Slowing down to Mach .8. Looks like it's steady at Mach .8. Now, Glider, you're going to divert to waypoint 30 to refuel. That's to your northeast. Gadget to Night Rider. Yeah, if you want to divert to waypoint 30 to the northeast to Dwyer to refuel, and then once you refuel, just get back in the air and head to waypoint 2. Correct. Waypoint 30 is Dwyer runway, Dwyer Air Force Base. switch over to air to see if there's any air threats. They'll probably spawn in once the bomber does its run, and then might get some air threats.
Wizard 1-1. Uzi 1. Request picture. Uzi 1. Wizard 1-1. Clean.
This is Gadget. I'm gonna take waypoints 2, 3, 4, and 5. And BMAD, you got 8 bombs, right?
I got 4.
You have 4? Alright, so do 6, 7, 8, 9. And then snapshot, you got 8 bombs or 4 bombs?
I have 8.
Alright, so you take the next 8. So what's it, waypoint 10 to 18, I think?
Yeah, affirmative, 10 through 18.
And Night Rider, when you get back, you can take waypoints 9, 2 through whatever, and then we'll see what's left.
Redwood has 8 bombs.
Oh, Redwood's right. Redwood, let's you take 19 to, what's it, 27? And then Night Rider, you can clean up what's left.
19 through 27, roger.
Copy, that should be 27, 28, and 29. And then if there's anything left that we must, we can let you know. But I suggest you take some long sticks as well. Right, hard right, hard left, hard left. The one is making a turn.
We're at waypoint 1. Were we supposed to loiter here until he's done?
Yeah, we'll wait for him. I'm just going to try and stay with him until he drops his bombs. I always do a thing where they do a hard right and then a hard left. Alright, following him to waypoint 2, 34 miles.
Looks like bomb bay doors are open.
Yep.
Man, that's an awful lot of heat that just come out of the belly of that aircraft.
A lot of freedom.
I'm gonna watch the bombs hit, and then I will continue my run towards waypoint 2. Alright, bombs away, good hits, and return to waypoint 2.
Snapshot proceeding with point 10.
Guys, do you want to stay together and run the whole course and do the bombs, or what?
No, I'm actually just doing a turnaround because I forgot to warm up my JDAMs, and then I'm gonna run waypoint 2, but if you want to just go ahead and do your waypoints, and then we can meet back up at the tanker to refuel.
Affirmative. So I'm heading to waypoint 6.
Copy. I'm gonna run that ice.
Edward, pickle times 2. Edward, pickle.
Beam at pickle times 4.
Gadget, pickle times 4.
1, inbound.
Gadget, positive hits on all 4 targets. Gadget switching back after air. We got 429s off to our west. Ready to engage.
Request landing.
I got lock on a group of 4 with some wings, about 43 miles, heading 295.
Yeah, they're turning hot to us.
Copy, we're turning hot.
Yeah, we're picking times 3.
Looks like they're trading away.
Yeah, they're flanking left. Are we chasing?
Yeah, I'm gonna chase a little bit. They're still at 90 degrees from me. I'm about 25 miles. Yeah, they're not completely going cold. They're just they're turning back hot. They're turning back hot. Fox 3. Fox 3, very defensive.
Did Fox 3 the lead?
Yeah, the one all the way on the left. I'm not getting any pings from them, any spikes. I'm gonna pull off and get behind you guys again. I got splash 1, splash 1.
Beam at Fox 3.
If somebody shot me. Yeah, they're locking me up.
Which one did you shoot at? Being out of those three?
Coming back in.
The one I shot at died?
Roger.
It looks like they're pre-splashed.
One at Angels 18, one at Angels 3.
Redwood, Fox 3.
I just can't see them. I mean, I think they're on me.
Fox 3, Angels 3 guy.
I got one on my tail, on my 6, if somebody can help out.
I'm looking.
Looks like he's turning back into you.
Yeah, he got me.
It's just all I have is Fox 2s.
actually have to go. Hey, you give me my watch out. I like it. Oh, buddy. Part of that, like, what was painting, trying to get that all centered was like I couldn't move my neck, and it got to the point where I started to feel like if I can't move, I'm trying to keep everything stiff so that my movements are like not affected anyway. And then I'm tensing my muscles, and I'm like, oh, I can feel that like, potato in my neck. It really feels like a sweet potato's in my neck right now. So the thing that I was supposed to do that I didn't do was schedule. So you know how you're saying who's going to get to see it? When you schedule your stream, you get to see somebody's about to stream that thing, and it kind of like puts you almost as if you're like an active stream during that time as like, oh, this person's about to go stream next or whatever. Yeah, people who follow me, but also in the algorithms, like if you're under that game, you'd be able to get navigated to that. I'm assuming Friday night's not a good night regardless.
But have you ever done, this is the first stream you've done?
For a Friday night mission, yeah.
Redwood, you're our last hope.
Is that true?
Heading 243.
Was it a Saturday mission?
All I have is 2 Fox 2s. I don't have any Fox 3s left.
Speaking of which, that's what I need. Thank you for reminding me. That's what I wanted to see.
It's fine. He's got 1 missile left, so try letting fire and dodge it, and then you can get him.
I'll go for it. I'm at 3.0 on my fuel, so let's go for it.
And the YouTube one is the channel, so. Which I forgot to put my freaking logo on.
He's at about 13,000, heading 253 from you right now. He's heading to the east.
I'll show you in a second. It's a nice little signal. Am I fueled up? No. Oh. I was gonna say if you want to come see, but then you got that whole turban. No, I wanted. Oh, you put your face cream on? It actually makes me wonder. No, but your hair is not really that big on top. It's just that you bunched it all.
Yeah, no, he's cold from you now, so I'm not gonna be able to catch him.
All right. Let's go bomb something and call it a night.
Yeah, he's like 35 miles in front of me going cold.
I spent so much time flying and nothing.
So what's your fuel state you said? 3,000?
I didn't want to know. Now it feels even worse. Actually, I am there. Where is no. Waypoint. Wait, where are these guys at now? Oh, they're fighting off MiG-29s and shit. No, where's the other guys? Refueling at the tank? No.
Refueling complete.
Refueling just completed. Wizard. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go take over and bomb. I think I'll just go and bomb 26, 27, 28, 29. Or let me go. When I'm here, I can look at 20. Okay. All right, so I'll set course for
Journey complete.
26, 27, 28, 29. All right.
It looks like he's turning hot again.
Request. Oh, I don't have to request takeoff. All right, cool.
Roger that.
Dwyer traffic, this is Charismatic preparing for takeoff.
So you're at 30,000 feet. He's at 15,000 right now.
Yeah, when I get close to him, I'm gonna dive for the deck, get some speed, because I don't have a whole lot of fuel left.
Alright, I'll watch him and see what he does.
Alright, good. Brake pressure is good. Alright. 80. Flaps. Set the half. Alright.
That was kind of straightforward. It's planning right now.
Disengage, nose wheel steering.
Roger that.
Pulling up on stick. Disengage flaps. Landing gear. Alright, bet. Oh.
Fox 2.
It's a barometric waypoint.
He's trying to evade. He has not shot him so yet.
Fox 2 again.
Yeah, you got him. There you go.
Splash, awesome.
Alright, what's your full state?
2.0.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's enough to get to the divert base. Waypoint 30.
Roger that, I'm plugging it in right now.
Okay, let me turn on the rear pod.
So, Redwood unit, rather can continue the mission if you want. I'm not going to respawn or anything. But good game. Probably see you in Discord.
I'm continuing
I'm
to
gonna
waypoint 26.
wire and park it, and then I'll be on Discord.
Alright, sweet.
Why? I don't get it. Oh wow, that is ass. let's see if I blow something up. Oh, yay. Oh, that and everything. Oh, so it is a place. Come on. Waypoint designate. Let's go.
traffic. Hornet inbound, emergency fuel. Fuel state 0.3. Runway 05 left. On final, 6 miles out. Power traffic.
That is so annoying. How many bombs do I have left? I got 3. And that should hit. A building that already got hit. I am mad at it. Just gonna land and I'm done. Were you serious about wanting to go early to the gym? No, I was asking you earlier. I mean, we can always go later after. You know what? Let's do after, just in case the food's too much. God damn, that's far. So I got about 3 minutes. Four times 10, 340. Yeah. This is Knight Rider coming in downwind, preparing for landing. Ooh, great approach. Woo! What a good landing. At least something went right. It's the same plane you took off in from the boat. Interesting. Oh, it's because you are a bumpy road. I see you, sir. Signing off. We made it.
Chief, place the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Dope. Jet was parked. guys, this is Lieutenant Ryder signing off. It's been a pleasure to serve only you, my fellow one viewer who's probably asleep right now. Otherwise, stay tuned. There'll be more from the F.L.A.G industry.